Been feeling tired? Well, that's good. That means that you're supposed to go rest. All the negative thoughts that come with that and everything, they're just other. It's like if you were tired and you saw coworkers, and like the one that's your mom or dad or your brother or sister figure that cues you in, they're your co-pilot, They're like, hey, you seem like you need to go get some rest. You're gonna go get some rest, and there's your check-in. It's like, yes, I'm gonna get some rest. Check, check, check. And then you got other people that maybe tell you to go get some rest, and they're like, well, why haven't you been sleeping? Why haven't you this? Why haven't you that? Why? And it's like, gosh, no, thank you. But, you put up with them and stuff. It's like the people that, oh, why didn't you eat more at dinner? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? But you put up with it, right? Well, those other thoughts are just like that. It's just this unsolicited check-in, check engine light. It's your betterment situation there and everything, your checks and balances. And, these people that like contribute to your efforts and whatever and stuff, with your resting and stuff, why can't those negative thoughts be just that? Just some, over thorough thoughts, and just, hey, I'm not a bad person or anything. I just must be so important that I'm having this many thoughts about my getting rest, or this many thoughts about getting good nutrition, or I'm having this many thoughts about, on and on. You get it. I don't need to reiterate. But yeah, isn't that a nicer way of dealing with that, instead of, oh, awful me, and just manifestation of all this stuff? I'm telling you, if you have these thoughts for like a few days, it could be pretty bad. Yeah, for a few months, it's going to become a behavior, and now you've just thought, well, gosh, I'm this impotent jerk. I clearly don't know me and have control over myself, and blah blah blah. It's like, oh gosh. And then you do that for a few years, you've got a real mess on your hands. Catching every light. I want to make sure nobody's speeding. It's a weeknight. Everybody needs to just stay in between the lanes. Stay in your own lane, literally and figuratively. I'm trying to get my gear together, because when I get inside this house, I am going to sleep, buddy. I am laying down, just going to get some rest. Now, I shouldn't have done all the things that I did that led up to me being tired. Well, that's dumb. I shouldn't have, I shouldn't be friends with the buddy that I helped out with his new investment. No, that's dumb. I never should have chosen this business. I shouldn't have chosen to, I didn't get any reward at it today other than, monetarily and stuff. It's like, no. Is that enough of a close-up for you guys? Are you getting enough of that? I think that's enough. But yeah, you get the point. You don't need to beat on yourself about things. Man, I've been eating bananas like crazy today, and I still get a little crampies and stuff in my hands. I'm trying to understand it. Maybe either, I don't know if I should eat that now. Waste not, want not. See, I'm getting used to this different drive. One, I'm going to a different home entirely. I just moved. So, yeah, I could be like, oh, I don't know where I'm going. This is bad. Like, why does it have to be bad? Why can't it just be, oh, gee, I'm having different thoughts, and that's okay? Now, normally, I don't travel in the turn lane, but, you know, now I'm getting to experience what a lot of people do. I see people traveling in the passing lane. I think it's very inconsiderate if you're not speeding. I think it's gravely, gravely inconsiderate. Now, I'm within spitting distance of my left turn, so I'm going to justify my being in the left lane. I'm almost certain this is my street up here, and like I said, I'm going home a different way. Now, isn't that sweet? There's a couple walking hand in hand. The weather's really nice right now. It's about 68 degrees here. It should be. It's a little warmer than it should be, but it's a full moon. It's really beautiful out right now. Look at that. This is, see, I don't normally come this way. And I don't normally come this way at night. But, like I said in another video, I've been having some real problems. Well, I've been having some interesting thoughts. I think it's just, I haven't had to have those thoughts in a long time. Because I've been doing the same thing for a long time. Forgive me for talking while eating. I'm trying to be polite. But think about that. If you have less experience with this stuff, you're gonna have some interesting thoughts about it, but you aren't supposed to have negative thoughts about it. You're supposed to have, hey, check-in thoughts, you know? Hey, I need to do this, you know? Hey, oh, I'm hungry and everything. Oh, I'm a piece of shit for not eating at the right time. You know, it's just habits and practice, really. It's just habits and practice. Now look, I'm gonna brag. I not only have paper towels in the car, but oh, I got banana on my hands. Oh, I'm a bad person. Oh, I got banana on my hands because I'm feeding myself bananas. I needed bananas. I'm gonna have some freaking Advil here too. But yeah, you know, oh, well, I've got napkins. You know, as soon as there's a problem, there's probably, you know, a solution that you should throw some gratitude, you know, that you have some gratitude to throw on the problem and go, oh, well, I'd much rather feel that way. Well, yeah, transgressions, baggage, whatever, sure, you might need to write a letter to yourself or your childhood self about that stuff, and then that's it. If you got to think about that stuff anymore, well, you got to stop. You got to stop and go, okay, what am I going to do instead of this? Because I've already thought it. I don't need to think it anymore. And this goes to one of my overthinking videos. You should check that out. So here's the thing. Look at it like this. Get a list of things you could do instead of overthinking. Hobbies, that sock drawer you've been wanting to work out, whatever it is. Make a list of all those things and stuff. And every time you go to think about something more than once, break out that list and go do one of those things. Whether you want to or not. Just do it. Count to 3 and just do it. And then, next thing you know, you'll be doing that stuff with regularity, and before you know it, you won't be overthinking things. That's something to think about. That's something to be proud of. That's something to put on a gratitude sheet. You shouldn't be thinking things more than once. Even your accomplishments. It's like, oh man, I did such a good job. I did such a good job. And if you are going to overthink things, think about the things you're grateful for. Good God. That's something to be thinking about and stuff. Now, I'll tell you this. One huge reason for not being more gracious and grateful, your second brain might be out of whack. You might need to get after some probiotics and stuff. You might need to get after some kimchi or some non-sugar foods that get after the old fermentation process there in the old gut. If you had a bunch of sugar, a bunch of alcohol, a whole bunch of carbohydrate for a lengthy period of time, you probably ticked off your old gut biome. So, or you had antibiotics and stuff for whatever reason, or you just had a staggering amount of stress. If you're a doctor, I sound like I care a lot about a doctor. If you're a parent with like 14 kids, or you don't know what a pillow looks like, or you're a Vietnam vet with a time machine, or whatever it is, that can tick off your old biome there and stuff. And let us not forget, we're solar powered. You need your vitamin D. You need to get after the old vitamin D like it's a literal vitamin, and like water. You have water every day. You have food every day. Well, vitamin D is so important to your well-being and your positive outlook. It's not even funny. So think about that. If you haven't been sleeping right, if you haven't been eating right, if you haven't been, if you don't think your gut biome's right and stuff, well, gosh, maybe those are indicators that, you need to get that stuff. I mean, maybe your overthinking stuff was just an indicator that you needed to clue in on those things. Wouldn't that be a lot more productive way of thinking about that? Wouldn't that feel a lot better than to think that you're a piece of walking garbage? Because here's the thing, the pieces of walking garbage and stuff, well, those get dealt with in other ways. So you must not be the piece of walking garbage that you thought you were. So, let's write that down. Let's give ourselves a chance to not be the piece of garbage. And if you've been thinking you're a piece of garbage for very long, well, that's an even bigger indicator that you're not, and that you just had some other stuff you needed to deal with. Alright, this video has been long enough. I'm not sure what to title it, but I'll tell you this. You're a great person. You should definitely be kind to yourself. You don't deserve any of the browbeating you hurriedly have been throwing on yourself. It's a beautiful world. It's a beautiful life. You're alive, and you have it better than 99% of the people that have ever lived in the history of the world. Okay? So, if you don't think that's good reason to get up every day, I'll tell you, you need better friends, and you need some, I don't know, you need to be reminded of how great you have it. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day. Get down in the comment section and remind others how great they are. I gotta find some water to take these pills with. Extreme close-up. Oh man. So the transitions from thoughts to thoughts and feelings to feelings, I've been having a fun time with. I'm getting a fun experience with I got distracted with my roommate parking in a different orientation, well, a different way now and everything, and it's got me looking at it going, what should I do about this? And it's like, well, I'll just let them wake me up and I will move my car.